Story 1. Echoes of the Condemned, Parisian Predators in the He. You stand amidst the bustling streets of Paris, the city of lights, unaware of the shadows that lurk in the corners, waiting to pounce on unsuspecting travelers like yourself. The Eiffel Tower looms in the distance, a beacon of beauty and elegance, but tonight, its iron structure seems to cast a sinister silhouette against the darkening sky. As you stroll along the Seine River, the sound of your footsteps echoing off the cobblestone streets, a group of locals approaches you. They seem friendly at first, offering to show you a hidden gem of a cafe down a narrow alley. You hesitate, but their smiles are inviting, and curiosity gets the better of you. The alley is dimly lit, the air heavy with the scent of decay and desperation. Your heart quickens as you realize too late that you've walked into a trap. The locals surround you, their faces twisted with malice, their hands reaching for your belongings. Panic sets in as you try to break free, but they overpower you with ease. Your wallet, passport, and phone are snatched away, leaving you vulnerable and alone in a foreign land. The predators disappear into the night, leaving you shaken and violated, a mere echo of the condemned who have fallen prey to their schemes before. You stumble back onto the main street, the lights of Paris now mocking rather than welcoming. The once familiar landmarks now seem like ominous symbols of your naivety. The Eiffel Tower, once a symbol of romance, now stands as a reminder of your vulnerability in a city teeming with predators. As you make your way back to your hotel, the sense of dread lingers like a shadow, following your every step. The night is long and sleepless, haunted by the echoes of those who have suffered a similar fate at the hands of Parisian predators. The next morning, you report the robbery to the authorities, but deep down, you know the chances of recovering your belongings are slim. The city that once held so much allure now feels like a trap, a facade of beauty masking the darkness that lurks beneath. You leave Paris with a heavy heart, the memory of that fateful night etched into your mind forever. The echoes of the condemned reverberate through the streets, a chilling reminder that in the world of travel, danger can lurk where you least expect it. Anonymous Spectator Story. Story 2. Desperation in Dark Alley in the Heart of a Bustling. In the heart of a bustling city, I found myself wandering through narrow alleys lined with dimly lit shops and shadowy corners. The air was thick with the scent of spices and decay, a stark contrast to the vibrant chaos of the main streets. I had always been drawn to the hidden gems of a city, but this time, my curiosity led me into a trap I could never have imagined. As I turned a corner, I noticed a figure lurking in the shadows of a dark alley. Instinctively, I quickened my pace, but before I could react, a hand shot out and grabbed me by the arm. My heart raced as I found myself face to face with a man whose eyes gleamed with malice. "Your money or your life," he hissed, his breath hot against my skin. In that moment, I realized I had stumbled into a nightmare. With trembling hands, I fumbled for my wallet, hoping to appease the thief and escape unscathed. But as I handed it over, his grip only tightened, and a sinister smile twisted his lips. "Is that all you have?" he growled, his voice dripping with menace. Panic surged through me as I realized the gravity of the situation. I was alone, vulnerable, and at the mercy of a predator in the shadows. Desperation clawed at my chest as I searched for a way out, but the alley seemed to stretch on endlessly, a labyrinth of darkness and despair. The flickering light of a distant street lamp cast eerie shadows around us, painting the scene with a sense of foreboding. Suddenly, a noise echoed through the alley, a low rumble that seemed to shake the very foundations of the city. The thief's grip faltered for a moment, his eyes darting towards the source of the sound. Seizing the opportunity, I wrenched myself free and bolted into the night, my heart pounding in my ears. I ran as if my life depended on it, the cold air burning in my lungs as I raced through the maze of streets, each turn blurring into the next. Fear propelled me forward, a primal instinct urging me to escape the clutches of darkness that threatened to consume me. Finally, I burst out onto a crowded boulevard, gasping for breath and bathed in the harsh glow of neon lights. The chaos of the city enveloped me once more, but this time I felt a newfound appreciation for its frenetic energy. I had survived the desperation of the dark alley, a harrowing ordeal that had tested my very will to live. As I made my way back to the safety of my hotel, I couldn't shake the feeling of abandonment that lingered in the depths of my soul. The city had shown me its darker side, a side where predators lurked in the shadows, ready to pounce on unsuspecting prey. But amidst the terror and despair, I had emerged as a survivor, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unspeakable horrors. And though the memory of that fateful night would haunt me forever, I knew that I had faced the inevitable and lived to tell the tale. Anonymous Spectator Story. Story 3. Dark Night in Silent Alley, a tale of travel terror. The city was a labyrinth of shadows and whispers, a place where danger lurked in every corner, waiting to pounce on unsuspecting travelers like me. I found myself lost in its winding streets, the dimly lit alleys twisting and turning like a malevolent serpent, leading me deeper into the heart of darkness. As I walked, a sense of unease crept over me, the hairs on the back of my neck standing on end as if warning me of impending doom. The silence was deafening, broken only by the distant sound of footsteps echoing through the empty streets. I quickened my pace, desperate to escape the oppressive stillness that seemed to suffocate me. Suddenly, I heard a shuffling noise behind me, like the soft padding of feet on pavement. I turned, but there was nothing there, just the empty alley stretching out before me like a yawning abyss. My heart pounded in my chest, a cold sweat breaking out on my brow as I realized I was not alone. I quickened my pace, the sound of my own footsteps echoing in my ears like a drumbeat of impending doom. I could feel eyes watching me from the shadows, unseen and malevolent, their gaze burning into my soul with icy fingers of fear. And then, out of the darkness, they came. A group of shadowy figures materialized before me, their faces obscured by masks of darkness, their intentions hidden behind veils of malice. I tried to run, but it was too late. They surrounded me, their hands reaching out like claws, grasping, pulling me into their midst. I fought, I screamed, but it was futile. They stripped me of my belongings, my sense of security, leaving me naked and vulnerable in the heart of the city's darkest alley. And as they faded back into the shadows, leaving me broken and alone, I realized the true horror of my situation. I was just another victim of the city's insatiable hunger, another traveler lost to its twisted embrace. In that moment of despair, I understood the harsh truth that in this urban jungle, survival was not guaranteed, and the only certainty was the inevitability of terror. Final moral: in the heart of darkness, even the bravest souls can fall prey to the shadows that lurk within. Trust not in the false security of familiarity, for in the twisted alleys of the unknown, terror waits patiently for its next victim. Anonymous Spectator Story.